here and how we popped. But not only that, if you take a look at this half bar right here, we are breaking higher. And the thing about it is, if we can get north of 85 and this thing trombones up toward 95, we're going to bust right through this live print right here, right now, right up to those teenies. Okay, but we're going to have to get north of 95 right there in that intraday range, and we got to take out this half bar. Right now we got that bullish breakout off of these pullbacks based on half bar. Right here, half bar. This is the bar right here. So basically you're above it, and now you got to take out this one right here. Okay? You've got to take out half of this bar right here. NY. So 292.11 is your upper end of resistance right now, and you're printing at 75 by 84, 77 by 80. So they're holding that bid and ask within 3 or 4 pennies of it. So anyway, that's how you have to do that. So you got to run north of 85 in order to go above that teeny line right there. Okay, and intraday IR pullback, it'll tell you right here what that was. It didn't break below 75 and you broke higher, and right here that's at 80. So you can see how accurate the pricing control system is within the movement of the bid and the ask right there, because the ask, they're going higher in the print through that teeny right here, and that's how they break higher. And we already know what half of this bar is. So basically we got to get up there right around that 292. Anything above 292 0.65 is where you want to be, and you want to be breaking that 292.10. 292.10. That's where you want to see that price print. You're at 93 by 98. You want to see him take that out right there. You're going to have to go north of 90 there to get there, but nonetheless you're 93 by 98 pennies. Once again, right here on the Apple trade, if I break above half of this bar, because here we are right now at 89, and this is updating the MMT using that platform, and where that price action breakout is right here in that price action bar relative to that IR, but more importantly is the rest of the stuff that happens over here is a bid and ask trend ratio, which populates that price action bars kicking at 0.78 by 0.78. When that goes higher, prices go higher, but if it goes lower, then the price of the 3-minute action bar would come down. So we want to make sure that everyone understands that we have a special pricing control system in the bid and ask trend ratio, which is the MMT, bid and ask market maker trend ratio, right here and right now. So basically we know that we have to take out half of that bar, and if we don't, we got a little bit of a sell tail, and I'll update the trade. They're sliding that bid. If I go below 85, price goes lower. One of the things that we're going to update you on is the TYH, which is where my pointer is right here, and we're only looking at this part of the intraday section of it. However, we're also taking a look at Apple. Now notice that when Apple ticks up, the TYH will tick up as well. So basically when we were ticking down, we came down a little bit right here. We bounced and we came down here and we bounced. They're almost identical, because this is the bull 3X. So that means that if tech is still on fire and wanting to be bought up, bid up, that means that this goes higher, and that means Apple will be breaking out. You can see the identical moves, and that's the power of using a bull chart to see if it's breaking higher, because you know Apple's going to break higher. They're doing it together right here, and they both have their own application. So basically it's a way to understand that momentum. And once again, we're breaking above half of these bars on Apple, and we're getting a nice little breakout right here. Let's make sure that's in the video. And this is that Tech Bull 3X that's making a nice little intraday bounce. And right now it's 9:31 Pacific Standard Time. There's the breakout bar. We're going to challenge these two breakout bars, half bars over there. When we take that out, then Apple's going to go up and go through our pricing control and go higher. So basically, this is what has to happen right here. You got to break higher here. You're going to break higher there. Here we go right now. The bull is trying to break higher here. So Apple, like I said, you would pop up here. We can break that 292.10 on the upside handle on a clean breakout. We could see another high right at that price action. There it is, 95 by 92. You got to rip through that 10 penny mark up above that to get there. So let's see what it does. There's that 3-minute price action bar. I've got that ascending 369 bull working right now. So that's when you want to be net long. We've got the NASDAQ burning. We got the NASDAQ 100 burning at 16.34 right now, and the comp is burning at 14.71 with a slight downtick, a half a downtick on the S&P, and a 10,740 struggle at price on the Dow right now as we're putting in. But the move has to keep going higher, and we're above 85, so it's still strong. And over here on Apple, we're at 86. I'll pause the tape. But that's where the breakout was started. It's got to keep going higher here in that TYH in order for this to break above. You got to clear that 292.10 in price action. You cannot fail half of that price action bar right here. In Apple, that price action bar, half bar is 291.71. That's half of that bar right there at 291.71. Half bar 71 print. They came down to that bid right here. Half bar 71 pennies. You're ticking at 84 by 90. That means price action's trying to get made for another breakout. We got that bid and ask right there at that 10-cent mark is where I told you where that breakout would happen. We're just updating this part of that breakout. On the other hand, this one over here, the TYH, has found support right there in price action. Apple's breaking higher above that 10 penny mark that we told you about. We cleared half of that up bar. What a nice move. That brain is running at 91% on Apple. Okay. And the bull, well, the ETF, we're just looking at seeing how it does. It's holding good price support. So these moves over here are validated in this price action. But you got to get back above that 10 penny mark and keep breaking out above 10 pennies right there. We're at 3 penny by 6 pennies. I'm going to update the MMTs right now. We slid that bid right up here. We broke half of that bar. So that this little breakout on Apple, which is a nice breakout, don't get me wrong. However, we're back to 85. It's still very strong, but you got to know when to exit up here at these tops. Not only that, if you take a look at the TYH, it was losing its value. That's why you would know that that would tick down. When this was ticking down, you can see how you tick down here to that price action, that this is our platform and it prices that for you so you know where prices are being made. And it's a strong little pullback in there. So watch the two of them as we continue to stay above half of that bar. You can still break highs because that's where momentum is, and it's all about price momentum. You know, the later in the day we go, the weaker that price momentum gets, but it's still strong. Because you're still running north of 86. You're at, 85. If you go below 85 down here, so if this goes below 85 here in the brain, price is going to come down. If we go higher here, then we're going to get about half of this bar right there. And half of that bar is right here in the video. Take a look at it. Half of that bar is 291.76. So I'm going to be watching that half bar at 291. My intraday range right up there, I can see it burning. It's in the info panel. My bid and ask ratio has to go the right way to, provide price support. That's what we're teaching our MMTs to do. And these are live entries for them and with them, and they're doing them. I'm going to conclude the fact that the Apple trade, which is over here, and the thing about it is that Apple trade's been consolidating. So I'm going to close down this video, and we did great on the entries and the exits. I'm going to do a new video over here on that Goldman breakout that we caught down there. As soon as we got down there, that intraday range right here was working nice at 0 to 5. We had the uptick. We took out that half bar, and bam.